Welcome to this performance at the 2021 Indie Fringe Festival. We encourage you to look at our other venues and wonderful performances you can experience at this year's festival from August 19th through September 5th. Visit indiefringe.org for details. We would like to thank our presenting sponsor, BMO Harris, for their support. We are also supported by the Indie Arts and Culture Restart and Resilience Fund, an Arts Council of Indianapolis program made possible by Lilly Endowment, Inc. At this time, we would like to remind you to please turn off all cell phones and electronic devices. In addition, for the safety of our performers and audience members, our COVID-19 policy states that we require that everyone be wearing masks while inside our Indie Fringe Festival venues, regardless of vaccination status. Thank you. The performance will begin momentarily. Enjoy the show.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out today. This is our last performance here at the Indie Fringe. This is actually the first time that I've talked to people in an audience from a stage in about a year and a half, and so that's really exciting. I do want to let you know that one of our actors was not able to be here with us today, so the part of Father Flynn will be played by our director, Dane Rogers. So please give him a hand and enjoy the show.
God almighty, Dermot. I'm altogether winded. Why did we have to argue all the way up the mountain?
Were we arguing, Ned?
We were indeed. Why won't you believe me when I tell you that the fruits of the Spirit are not apples, oranges, and pears?
Did I leave out bananas?
No, Dermot. For the last time, St. Paul tells us in Galatians that the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace.
Apples, oranges, and pears. Says so right here on this piece of paper, Ned.
Ah, for feck's sake, Dermot, that's the shopping list.
You might be right there, Ned.
Dermot, how are you ever going to get your own parish if you can't tell the catechism from a trip to Aldi? You've been my curate for 12 years. That has to be a record in Ireland, in the entire Catholic Church. How the bishop can let this continue,
The bishop? Oh, you mean Uncle Frank.
I suppose that's my answer. But aren't you ever tired of your reduced status, Dermot? Do you have no ambition for a higher calling? Oh, Dermot, not your Elvis again.
If I were a real priest, I'd have to learn the prayers, tend to the sick and lonely, and minister to their cares. Weddings, baptisms, funerals, there's just too much to do. I don't want to be a real priest, I'm happy here with you.
But
if I were a real priest, I'd never get any rest. Popping up to mass each day and putting on my vest. You see, it's all too complicated, I'd never think it through. I don't want to be a real priest, I'm happy here with you.
Dermot.
If I were a real priest, I'd have to hear confession.
You already do!
Absolution and give moral suggestions. Let the parishioners live it up, I don't care what they do. I don't want to be a real priest, happy here with you. I don't want to be a real priest, I'm happy here with you. I don't want to be a real priest, I'm happy here with you. Don't want to be a real priest, I'm happy here with you. Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Dermot, you took vows. You have to honor the obligations that accompany them. All right, that's quite enough of that.
All right then, Ned. Should we not get to the business at hand? Look, it's a beautiful day outside, and there's a lovely yellow sun in the sky.
For once you're right, Dermot. 'Tis a grand day to be blessing a rocket.
Just a pity Father Finn can't be joining us.
Oh, we didn't want to let him anywhere near the rocket fuel. You know how he gets after just a liter of diesel.
God, he's great, isn't he? But can you feature it? Perpendicular Island has its own space program.
Dermot, please, not again. This isn't Perpendicular Island Space Program. It isn't even Ireland's space program. It's the Vatican's.
Brilliant. Can I meet Mr. Spock then, Ned?
No, Dermot, not the Vulcans, the Vatican's.
Batman's?
The Vatican. The Pope's big fancy house in Rome.
The Pope is sending his house into space, Ned?
No, Dermot, it's not the Pope's house that's going into space. He sold some of his old paintings to help pay for a rocket. The Jesuits designed it and they're going to fly.
To the moon, Ned?
Wherever they bloody well please, I suppose. Oh, those Jesuits are such a superior lot, swanning around like, ooh, look at us, we're in cassocks. Ooh, look at us, the Pope belongs to our club. Ooh, aren't we great? We take care of the sick and the poor, cheeky gobshites.
What have you got against those lads anyway, Ned?
Perhaps I can best convey my feelings in a song. Just warming up!
I tell you for true, once you push your tea cart up the side of a mountain, you know why they call this place Perpendicular Island. I thought that last hour up the twisty bit would be the end of me.
Yes, we looked back a couple of times and wondered why you hadn't caught us up. Now, Dermot.
Well, I did have a bit of a scare when the cartwheel got tripped up by a root and the teapot bounced off and rolled down the mountain.
How inconvenient. Now, I was about to castigate the Jesuits in song.
And you know, Father, I thought I could catch the teapot. Well, that was before I lost my balance and went rolling down the mountainside after it. Fortunately, I was stopped by a huge boulder. And then, what should I see at my feet but the teapot?
Well, weren't you fortunate? So, the Jesuits, Dermot.
And just as I was reaching for the teapot, a badger comes leaping out of his hole. Oh, what a mad one he was. And the badger takes a lunge at the teapot and tries to pull it back into his lair.
Now, Mrs. O'Boyle, do you truly expect us to believe that a badger took the teapot into its lair?
Oh, no, Father, he tried. But don't you worry, I wouldn't let him. So the badger and I are pulling and tugging on the teapot. Me with the handle in my hand and him with his teeth on the spout. And suddenly the badger lets go.
Mrs. O'Boyle, you won.
Oh no, Father McDermott. When the badger let go, I fell backwards and the teapot flew out of my hand.
But it's on the cart.
Out of my hand, up in the air, and into the sea.
But Mrs. O'Boyle, the teapot is on the tea cart.
Of course it is, Father. I dove in after it. There was a dolphin giving it the eye, and you know what tricky beggars they are.
Oh, I've never trusted dolphins.
But just as I was swimming back to shore with the teapot, the tea cart rolled all the way down the mountain, and I had to push it all the way back up again.
Yes, well done. Pity about the tea, though. I'm positively gasping for a cup. Now, Dermot, as I was about
not
to say...
to worry, Father, not to worry. I keep a little can of sterno, a jug of water, and extra tea bags on the cart for occasions just such as this. I brewed a fresh pot whilst I was climbing back up the mountain.
Wow, Mrs. O'Boyle, I've run out of things to say. What about you, Ned?
Oh, bollocks! Here come the Jesuits!
I never thought of that. Oh, bollocks, here come the Jesuits!
No, Dermot, I just told you. The Jesuits designed this spacecraft, and the two priests who'll be flying it are coming up the path now. Hell's bells, these lads are so superior in their ways, they make me feel like a frickin' idiot. Mrs. O'Boyle, start serving the tea. If my mouth is full, I won't have to think of something to say to them.
Of course, Father, tea it is. And I've got some lovely sandwiches and cakes to go with it. Don't mind the green bits, just a little grass. Go on. Ah, go on. Go on, go on, go on.
Well, General, we are just minutes away from countdown. Did you ever think you'd see the day, sir?
I always had faith, Captain. After years of planning and dipping into the Vatican vaults for funding, we finally have located the most God-forsaken, insignificant, overlooked Christian Catholic community in the Western world, where we can complete our secret project in secret. And now, here we are, the Vatican's first interplanetary Jesuit mission team.
And from what I heard from our intel today, Norway is still weeks away from launching.
Norway doesn't even know we have a space program. As you know, our chief weapon is surprise!
Surprise, fear, and ruthless efficiency.
And don't you forget, an almost fanatical devotion to the Pope!
And with that arsenal, we can finally get the goods on our mortal enemies.
Ooh, the Lutherans!
We can't let the Lutherans beat us into space. Well, Norway's building rockets. They're pointed at the moon. Vatican intelligence says they'll be launching soon. Norway's smart God's holy church. Their faith is a disgrace. We can't let the Lutherans beat us into space.
Well, Catholic membership is falling. We can't keep in the pews. Dirty priests and anti-case from always to the news. There may be other planets where we can still save face.
We can't let the Lutherans beat us into space. Interstellar missions is now the way to go.
Or reach the stars ahead of our Norwegian folk.
Our zealots locked and loaded, we're sure to win the race.
We won't let the Lutherans beat us into space.
I do admire your missionary position, General.
Look at him. There. The idiots from the island. There's Tully. Stuffing his face with green cakes and pretending he doesn't see us. Hello, Father Tully. Remember me?
What are those thickos even doing here?
See the young idiot boy priest? Yeah. His uncle is the bishop, and he insists there be local representation in exchange for the use of the land. It's Tully's parish, so he gets to bless the blast off.
But sir, this is a top secret mission. What if they go public? Inform the press.
Who'd believe him? This is the worst parish in all of Ireland. Young Father Idiot boy there will forget where he's been the moment he gets off the mountain. The housekeeper has a criminal record, for God's sake. She'll be easy to intimidate. I don't see that old booze hound Finn anywhere. He's probably laying somewhere face down in a pool of his own vomit. And then there's Tully.
Yes, sir?
Let's just say, Captain, we're atop a very steep mountain here. One good shove. Take care of that little problem.
sir. Well, what have you got against Ned Tully anyway?
Tully and I were in seminary together, and he even had ambitions to become a Jesuit, and then...
Hello, lad. Ready to blast off? Oh, Deadly, you have space helmets. Ned, they have helmets.
No, Dermot, I don't want to talk to them. Well, hello there, fathers.
Ned, can I please have a helmet? Ooh, look it. A rabbit. Come here, bunny. Wait, come back.
Would you look at him, chasing after a rabbit? Give it up, Dermot. It's run inside the rocket.
He does love them old rabbits. You're right, Father. That one's run inside the rocket.
Dermot's run inside the rocket.
Would you look at those idiots chasing a rabbit?
They run inside the rocket.
They run inside the rocket!
Holy Mary, Mother of God and all the blessed saints. Is this what the inside of a rocket ship looks like?
It's bigger on the inside. Ned, look it. It wasn't a rabbit. It was an otter.
An otter. Oh, well, I'm so relieved to hear that, Dermot. That makes everything better. We've incurred the wrath of the Jesuits and trespassed on Vatican property because an otter ran into a rocket. And God Almighty, what a rocket. God Almighty, it looks like a cheap 1950s movie set. Those Jesuits are such stingy bastards.
Father Finn! There you are. But how'd you get in the rocket?
Drink! Sleep! Rocket?
Oh, he probably got sloshed and went looking for a warm place to sleep. You know how he likes to curl up around the car engine on a cold night. Here now, Father. Let's get you off this rocket and back to the parochial house for a nice hot cup of tea.
Tea! No, tea! Drink!
In the name of His Holiness the Pope, launch sequence initiated. Doors closing. Prepare for blast-off. In
This button here
10,
says off, Ned.
9,
Blast
8,
Oh, right, that's
7,
blast off.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Father! Son! Holy Ghost!
Launch successful. The rocket, she's in orbit, thanks be to God. Andiamo. Go in peace to love and serve the Lord.
Father Tully, we've got to get this rocket turned around and get Father Finn back to the parochial house. His bottle's empty, and you know how mental he gets when he's dry.
Drink!
Father Tully, he's hallucinating. He needs medical attention.
Damn it, Mrs. O'Boyle, I'm a priest, not a doctor. And if I go back to Perpendicular Island, the Jesuits will kill me.
Shame those lads just missed the doors closing. They did look a bit peeved.
Tully! Tully! Tully, can you hear me? Tully, you bring that rocket ship back right now and you put it on this launch pad, or so help me. You thought the Inquisition was bad? We've had 200 years to perfect the art of torture.
I've never piloted anything bigger than a Ford Fiesta. How am I supposed to fly a rocket?
We'll talk you down. And then we'll kill you. Yeah.
Father Tully, look out the window.
I believe it's called a porthole, Mrs. O'Boyle.
Well, then look out the pothole.
Hell's bells, it's the Jesuits following us in another ship.
A space chase. Ned, can he outrun them? I've always wanted to say that.
I'm giving her all she's got, and I can't give her no more.
Tully, you can't escape us. This pursuit vehicle is the secret weapon of the mission. Our communication systems are linked. We can see on our screen. We can hear your voice communications. Resistance is futile. Now pull over and prepare to be boarded.
Pull over?
Take a ride at the moon.
The moon. I can see it through the pothole. You know, Father, I've been looking at the moon my whole life, and I've always wanted to have tea on the moon. When just a girl I would look to the sky with feelings of awe and delight. And as I had tea I would ask my mammy, what will the angels be serving tonight? She said, tea on the moon, jam on the stars, sandwiches spreading from Venus to Mars, scones in the Milky Way's buttery lake, and as for the planets, they're made of cake. I'd lie in my bed with dreams in my head of just what my future might be. I thought, well, at least I can work for a priest, and if he gets thirsty, I'll serve him some tea. Tea on the moon, jam in the stars, sandwiches spreading from Venus to Mars, scones in the Milky Way shimmering lake, and as for the planets, they're made of cake. And now here we are among all the stars, and the rocket ship's getting warmed up. I won't be a bother, but please tell me, Father, can't we pull over and just have a cup of tea on the moon, jam in the stars, sandwiches reaching from Venus to Mars, scones in the Milky Way's buttery lake, and if there's a God, the planets are cake.
I'll have some moon tea, please, Mrs. O'Boyle.
Who wants chowder?
Jeez, Lois, it's like you're going mental. First tea, now chowder. How's a man supposed to get a beer in his own home? Stewie, can you fetch a cold brewski for Daddy?
It's not so much that I want to kill you. I just don't want you to be alive.
Lois, I got Peter's keys in his wallet. We can be in Reno in 2 days.
Now, Brian, you know I like you, but not in that way.
You cannot escape the great Cornelio. Come to Butthead.
So the Jesuits were just creepy old caretakers wearing priest's robes.
Jinkies.
Jumping Jesuits, it's a priest-a-palooza.
What is happening to us?
You have been flying through transmissions of your ears, television shows broadcast into space. The transmissions temporarily manipulated your neural synapses, and you channeled the characters.
We were space ghosts, coast to coast.
Sir, do you hear that voice? It seems to be transmitting into both our ships. Could it be a Lutheran?
These are not the Lutherans you're looking for.
It was the voice of God.
Oh, shut your cakey booze hole, Finn. There is no God.
But, sir, if there is no God, why are we priests?
Religion, my boy, religion.
Father Finn looked different to you. I mean, the way he's looking out that pothole, it's almost like he's able to see.
Could he finally be sober?
matters to you and to me. Thick, arse, drink, women, you must make the most of what you've been given. Thick, arse, drink, women, if you got all four, then friend, you are living. Thick, arse, drink, women. Thick, arse, drink, women.
Everybody!
Thick, arse, drink, women. You must make the most of what you've been given. Thick, arse, drink, women. Must make the most of what you've been given. Thick, arse, drink, women. If you've got all four, then friend, you are living.
Wow. Oh, it's beautiful because it's true. Sir, I'm beginning to doubt my vocation.
What is the point of you? Oh, and Tully, we're narrowing the gap. Just you wait till you hear what I got in store for you.
No, I'm done listening. Everyone else gets a song, for Fet's sake. Why can't I have a go? Oh, that's just great. What in the blue world tell us that?
Sir, at last, a Lutheran!
It's Space Ghost.
Certainly not the Holy Ghost.
It's an angel.
Lutheran, ghost, angel. I do not understand these terms from your limited language. I am looking for the one among you called Dermot. My liege!
Here now, it's not fitting to call the good father a leech. Although it's true he does very little work in exchange for good meals and loads of tea and cake.
And he takes no responsibilities in exchange for a soft bed and a roof over his head.
It's true. I do flip all around the parish. I'm a terrible leech.
Are these the lesser beings with which you must cohabitate? Oh, your highness, how can you tolerate their inferior intellects? Do they not know who you are? You're stupid! Stupid! Stupid!
Look, we know he's the bishop's nephew, but I never reckoned the bishop would be in league with aliens. Jesuits have intel on everybody. Captain, where's our file on the bishop?
Here, sir.
You still do not know of your royal heritage. Your provincial units were the high rulers of planet Rando. Revolution has been fomenting there since the time of your birth. Your parents kept you safe by sending you to planet Earth in the care of one of their most trusted ambassadors. But the situation has progressively worsened, and your royal parents are now dead. You must return to planet Random and assume the throne.
I've never felt so seen.
Wait a minute. You can't ask Dermot to go swanning off into space just because things went arsewise on some planet a million light years away. Light years. That does measure distance and not time, right?
But our society is on the verge of collapse. A large population has become unhinged and is abandoning the rule of law on Rando in a foolhardy move they call Brexit. Without a wise and
I'm wondering right now what obligation I have to tell you that Dermot isn't wise.
How are things out there, down on planet Earth, away from all your subjects, ever since your birth? Did you ever feel that you are all alone, like your whole life you've been living on your own? Dermot, phone home. Dermot, phone home. Dermot, phone home. Dermot, phone home. Did you ever feel strange among these lesser beings? Did you feel the need to run away, the need to be fleeing? If that's a fact, if it was like that, if it's so, come to planet Rando and please reclaim your throne. Dermot, phone home. Dermot, phone home. Dermot, phone home. Dermot, phone home. Yeah, Dermot, phone home. Dermot, phone home. Dermot, phone home. Oh, Dermot, please come home.
But that makes me the Prince of Space.
Yes! Our file appears to corroborate the being's story. The bishop took custody of a nephew 25 years ago and raised the boy to become a priest.
Sir, does that mean the bishop is also an alien?
Well, based on his progressive views on gay marriage and the ordination of women, I'd give that a hard yes.
Father McDermott, don't you really believe in us to go live with all the little grey people?
Dermot, maybe this is your chance to achieve something. You know, finally meet your potential.
But if Dermot is an alien, why isn't he gray?
Oh, we are able to alter your perception of reality by reading and manipulating your thoughts. What you see is only your perception of Dermot. The true Dermot looks just like me.
Saints preserve us!
And here I thought his power came from eating 2 mini Pop-Tarts.
Hey, alien thing. What religion do you follow on planet Rando? And are there any Lutherans?
Hold up. Everyone hold up. I just need to know one thing. Where's my otter? He got all scared and scarpered when this lad turned out the lights.
or take up your mantle on Rando, and there begin your toil. It matters not if your Monica be Dermot, Brad, or Janet. Look inside your essential soul and pick your favorite planet. Return to Rando or stay here. Do not make the choice in fear. It's up to you to find that key to who you are and who you'll be.
Look, you're very cool, and you've got a lovely flow, but I didn't follow a word of that. Can't you just be my pet otter again?
I have been, and always shall be, your friend.
Dermot, I think what Miss Otter is trying to...
I am the cosmic otter.
But you can call me Cosmo Boobla.
I think what Cosmo is trying to tell you is that the needs of the many...
Our tea and sandwiches. Dean King?
Silence! All of you! Telly, you have stolen Vatican property, and I'm going to take possession of that property and return you to Perpendicular Island to face consequences. And as far as you other creatures, you fly in the face of everything the church teaches about creation and the dominion of man. And you must be eradicated. I've got a plasma cannon. I'm going to set it to type AB negative. I'm going to blow you back to hell.
Yoo-hoo, yes it is. This is the Norwegian Lutheran delegation on Mars. You're too late. We have just established the first Lutheran synod in space. You lose, Catholic farty pants. We blow our Norwegian noses in your general direction.
Oh! Captain, did you hear that? All right. Stow the plasma cannon, fire up the conversion ray, and set a course for Mars. We've got Protestant to proselytize.
Yes, sir.
Humor. What a fascinating concept. I respond positively to it.
That was me sending the transmission to the Yesuits.
I read the older one's thoughts and transmitted a message that would lure him away. You are safe, my liege. Now please, you must accompany me to Rando in all haste.
But I'd have to leave Mrs. O'Boyle, and Ned, and Father Finn. Where is Father Finn?
Leave it to the Jesuits to stock a rocket with sacramental wine. Looks like Finn has rejoined the spirit world.
Pax the Bisco.
Mighty ruler, please, your people await.
Ned, what do I do? I don't want to be an alien prince. I'm happy here with you.
Perhaps I could best advise you in a song.
Good luck already! Stop the music! Oh, wait.
How many faithful followers does our boy chick Dermot have on planet Rando? I just may have an idea.
Ah, for feck's sake, I never get my own song.
Father Tully. We've been rushed near off our feet. How many aliens have you baptized today?
Oh, I've lost count. This watering can makes me sprinkle a dozen at a time. They all look alike anyway.
How lovely that you're bringing them all into the fold of God's holy church.
Well, they don't actually know that it's a sacrament. I told them I was washing off the space dust. That suited them just fine. And with each baptism, I can add a member to the parish rolls. I'd call that a win-win.
Well, I'm very happy I had an extra supply of Earl Grey tea bags for the little Grey fellas. Now, if I could just convince them to drink the tea rather than suck on the dry bags. Looks like Father Finn's shiny hat has stayed in place.
Ah, yes. The aliens trying to read his thoughts nearly went insane. We had to do something to protect them from his brain waves.
Oh, poor wee things, the screaming was fierce.
Isn't Cosmo brilliant? Inviting all of my followers from planet Rando here to Perpendicular Island so I wouldn't have to leave. We had our own Rexit.
How nice to see everyone so happy. And how nice to see you again, young Father Jesuit.
Oh, I won't be a Jesuit much longer. Call me Larry. Larry McBride.
Larry, you're already speaking the aliens' language. What do you call it?
We call it random.
Ah, yes. I've been hearing a lot of random conversations lately.
I'm so grateful that Knick-Knack Baddywack's here. Read my mind and beamed me here to Perpendicular Island to be with all of you and away from the General.
Your name is Knick-Knack Baddywax?
Now, those with whom I share a bond of mutual affection call me Nikki, or NB in an abbreviated version. But soon I'm to be Knick-Knack Baddywax McBride.
You're getting married.
Muzzle tov! What, you still don't realize I'm Jewish? I sure am Irish.
So, you're a girl?
Girl? No. What is girl? We do not have girl on Rando.
So, you're a boy?
What is it you say, Father Tully? On Rando, we have no girl or a boy. We are all just random. Larry McBride, must Knick-Knack Baddywax be girl or boy to marry you?
Nikki, either way or neither, you're grand with me, just grand.
Ned, I'm hugely confused.
Well, Dermot, some people don't define themselves as male or female in the conventional sense. The captain, Larry, is able to feel attraction to someone who doesn't fit societal gender norms.
What? I wasn't listening. Ned, I'm hugely confused. What do you think happened to the General?
Probably still on his mad quest through space.
Tully, I grapple with thee still. From hell's heart, I stab at thee. Yeah. For hate's sake. I spit my last breath at thee!
You know, Ned, it seems like you and the Jesuits had bad blood from the very beginning. What set it all off?
That would be a tale best expressed in a song.